Hello, welcome to the 199 Unlisted podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes. We are back with my favorite person to not take advice from, Anna Ames. Anna Ames. We skipped one video, a shadow video where she did a Devil Wears Prada 2 review. I don't watch movies, and most people that watch this channel are people like me, so I know you didn't watch it either, so it's pointless to react to a movie review of a movie that we did not see. Anyway, this video is called 2026 Vision Board That Actually Works, How I Manifest My Dreams. Okay, here we go.
So I'm going to be showing you guys, here's Reaper. So
First of all, I just want to say that vision boards and manifesting stuff, I think it's retarded. But anyway.
happy. We're gonna be talking about
Oh my god.
my vision board today.
Let's look at this bullshit. Oh my god. To see like your eyes do. How I became the accidental cover star. I like how there's a stripper in it. It looks like a poster a high school kid made and put on their wall. I mean, it's nothing special, but this manifesting stuff is very, very woman, very TikTok-y, very lame.
I make one every single year. I made this at the very beginning of the year. We're talking about this today because it fell. It fell like 2 nights ago and it woke both me and Reaper up. So starting off over here, we have this jaguar. I feel that the jaguar represents me. I tell everyone that they call me the great white, like the great white shark.
Well, they probably call you the Great White because you're the only white girl that works on the strip club and you're kind of big. I think that's why or because she has big tits.
At the strip club.
Yeah,
But I also, from time to time, will wear a jaguar necklace. And the jaguar to me has the green eyes and the spots, a very solitary creature. And to me, the jaguar represents getting whatever you want. It's actually covering Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande was under here. And I liked her crown, so I kept her crown. But then I had to get rid of her face.
Ariana Grande looks horrible now. I don't know what she did. Some people are saying it's Ozempic, but I mean, peak Ariana Grande was I forgot what show, but God, when she did the God, what was it? The water gun scene. Let me see if I can find it. Trying to find it. Let me mute this. Let me see. See if I can find it. That is peak Ariana Grande. It doesn't get better than this. This is peak Ariana Grande. So I don't know what happened. Anyway, okay, back to this.
But yes, so the thesis is heart full of soul. That everything that I wanted to, and my vision boards too,
Is
sometimes
her dog wearing a gold chain? Oh, that is awesome.
it takes longer than a year. So I just let it do what it wants to do. You know, everything comes true eventually. Just some things take more time than others. Ooh, I like this angle better. Okay,
That
we're
is
gonna do
not
this
true.
angle. Yeah, you stay over there, Reaper. So most of these things too, they come true after a while and they come true unexpectedly. Like this one right here, why not give 75%? I did that meaning like I didn't want to work that hard, which I feel like I'm not working that hard because I'm doing things that I want to do and it's like, you know, not 100% of effort, but also
I think being a sex worker is easy. She dances on guys' laps for, she said $10, but she expects a tip. And then she works for a dance studio. I thought she just like answers phones and stuff. So it's not like her jobs are hard, but and then she does OnlyFans. So that seems pretty easy, but rather do other jobs though.
this just came true because I have a genetic translocation where like two of my chromosomes are switched and it causes birth defects in children.
What? that that sounds like it's made up, but okay. Okay. Wow. She's special.
So my mother led me to believe that basically I had a 75% chance of having a fucked up baby according to the Punnett square, but instead I spent a very long time, well, talking to a one-legged pharmacist I met at the strip club who explained to me that that wasn't correct, and then I went through all of our genetic testing that was done.
Wait, so imagine you're a stripper and you have this conversation with one of your clients. I just find that really weird. Granted, I don't go to strip clubs. I've never had a conversation with a stripper. Well, that's not true. I mean, I've had a conversation. I've known women who were strippers, but it wasn't at the club. I was just hanging out and like this person happened to be a stripper. Like we're at a party or whatever. But I just can't imagine having a serious conversation with a stripper at a strip club. Like I don't. That's just weird. But okay.
Done, and I thankfully had gotten like all the paperwork from that a couple years ago. But yeah, I spent several hours going through that and found out that no, actually, it is not, in fact, a 75% chance of me having a fucked up child. It's closer to like 5 to 15%.
I think it was close to like 99% because imagine you're a child and then you find out your mother's past. She was a stripper and she did OnlyFans. Like, just imagine finding out your mother used to be a sex worker. Yeah. So I want to say that's probably like a 99.99999% chance that that child's going to be fucked up. Not because of your genetics, but because of your life decisions. But okay.
If the child is born, if it's like, if it's a messed up child, then it probably will just be miscarried. So that just came true, right? Here we have the graveyard shift. That also came true. Did I necessarily want the graveyard shift? No. It just happened, and that happened within the last month.
Isn't the graveyard shift at a strip club the best time though? Because isn't that when most of people are gonna go? And then it's when people are probably the most high, so they're more likely to give bigger tips. It's like you probably want that. I mean, I'm just guessing. Once again, I'm not a stripper, but I'm assuming that's the shift you want.
And that like doubled my money. So thankful for that. This picture, I just love this picture. I want to get like a sword tattoo on my right ankle because I already have Reaper Scoot. I have a Jack of Hearts right here. If you can see, it's like Jack of all trades, Jack of all hearts, and then I just want like a little dagger on my right foot, you know, because you never know when you need a dagger. Okay,
This is a real person. This is a real person. Wow. Okay, cool.
Reaper, we get it. I see you. Now scoot, scoot, scoot. Can we sit? Sit. Okay. How I became the accidental cover star. This hasn't happened yet, but I know it's going to. Something's going to pop. Now, this little paragraph over here talks about how I got it out of a magazine, and it's the opening seconds of Roxana, a 70s porno about a young blonde who's out of control libido, plunges her into despair, insanity, and loneliness over 51 minutes of trashy, mostly lesbian sex scenes with an acid wash soundtrack. She wasn't a whore at all. She liked fun. She liked excitement. Is there anything wrong with that? So I just felt, you know, that like that felt like me. And then like me.
What? What? What the fuck? That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Imagine relating to that. Oh my god. That is. Oh, that is peak entertainment. This, I am entertained. I am entertained. Wow. Okay.
Obviously, me, I love the beach. I'm going there sometime this year. And then we have the Dancing Stars of Atlanta. It does sound like it, honey. So this is like obviously a huge part of my life. So I have this here, and that is what was her name? She's like really popular right
Dua
now.
Lipa?
Zara.
Oh.
She's doing the Midnight Sun song. So I put her there. Then we have like a little paragraph about strippers, and then from survival to significance, because I feel like that's the era I'm in right now. I feel like I spent a long time in.
Dude, she is really like one sandwich away from being shaped like a beach ball. Is it just me, or like she's big? Like she, or I don't know if she just comes off as, or like she lifts weights, I guess, because her arms are okay. That's either fat or she's jacked. I don't know, because her arms look big, or maybe the camera adds weight. I don't know.
Survival mode, unfortunately, but it's gotten me to where I am now, and now we're moving into the growth, significance, and taking over.
What are you talking about?
Yes, you look so cute just listening. Okay. Ooh, got him. Okay. Oh, Dochi, love Dochi. I was listening to some of her old YouTube videos, especially like the one about reading the artist's way, how to be more creative. And then I've just seen like a lot of clips, so I put her there because she inspires me. And then we have under that motivation is fleeting. Real change does not come from hype or inspiration. It comes from rewiring the patterns that shape how people think, feel, and act. So basically, there's no motivation, there's only discipline. And then behind it, I just had all of these private things that I found in a magazine: private life, private show, private blah blah blah, members, private line, private dancer. Loved that one because I actually wrote a song that's titled Private Dancer. But yeah, I just want to be a little bit more private this year.
Wait. You want to be more private, but you have an OnlyFans where you're posting, you know, nudes. You want to be private, but you're a stripper where you dance naked on men's laps. You It doesn't make sense. You want to be private, but you have a YouTube channel where you put all your business out and your Instagram and your TikTok. This doesn't make sense. But okay, whatever.
but also put out more content than I've ever put out. So that's a hard balance. Then you have this girl like dressed down. I don't cause commotions. I am one. I feel like that's like my normal state. So I just, there I am right there. And then there's hyper me and oh, secret place for curses. I cast my first curse earlier this year.
Oh Lord. So she's a Satanist too. Got it.
It did work. One backfired, but it did work. Well, it was technically two. One was like a releasing spell for my current boyfriend. That one backfired, but the curse did work. Yep. He got male cancer. And here we have Ariana Grande again. A bunch of
Only an evil person would laugh at that. See, so the door has been opened. This is a Satanist. There, there is no way that she is going to be whatever she's trying to be. There's no way. After seeing so much content on YouTube of just people giving examples of them like doing weird stuff, like bad stuff happens to them. But I mean, I don't wish anything bad to happen to her, but she's let Satan into her life.
flowers because I have flowers. I love flowers. I actually started a little garden. I can show you guys sometime. And then you have more flowers over here because of my garden. And then my future is unlimited. A journal because I've been very into journaling in my spooky era, witchy self-care. I feel like this is the first year that I've very openly.
Do men do this? I've never heard a man say, oh, "I'll be right back. Gotta go check my vision board." Like I've never heard. Just in conversation, I'm thinking of the millions of conversations I've had throughout my life. I've never heard a man say, "Gotta check my vision board." I've never seen it online either. I've seen plenty of women, just because I watch videos of people making fun of women, and they'll play clips of women going, "I got a vision board," or "I'm visioning this," or whatever, blah blah blah. So this is a very female thing. Okay, listen, I don't recommend doing this. If you have a goal, I suggest hard work. I don't know what your goal is. Okay, you tell me. But let's just say your goal is to, whatever, get the car you want, whatever. Okay, so you can't manifest it. You have to have a job, obviously, and then you have to save up money from that job, and then you go out and buy the car. It's like logic. It's not like I'm gonna sit here and like manifest the car. It just doesn't work like that. So I wonder if she would be more successful or like in a better place in her life if she actually stopped trying to manifest whatever she's doing, and then just use her brain, use logic, and focus on what she wants. Now, what she wants keeps changing though, because remember, she wanted to be a lawyer, then she wanted to be something else. I don't know, like just she dreams big and is hyper focused for a week or two, and then it changes to something else. That's her biggest problem. And I think what would help her is if she cut out the strip club aspect of her life. If she cut out the sex industry part of her life, she would probably be a lot better off, and she would probably have that energy that she spends on the sex work aspect of her life. She could focus and do whatever she wants. Actually, I mean, I'm just assuming being a stripper is mentally draining, and I'm sure it just ruins your perception of society and just people in general. There's no way being a stripper or just working in the sex industry. There's no way that can be a positive. No way. But okay, whatever.
embraced my identity as a witch, I felt like I just held that or hid it. Well, not hid it, but just didn't talk about it. So that, oh,
She's a
this one's
witch.
cool too. These wild stories turning whatever pain we were going through into something we could laugh about. That was when everything came into perspective, when we realized how lucky we were to have each other and the friendship that we've built. I have gotten a lot of good friends this year. I've had to let go of several, just because I realized like we don't have the same values, and there's a lot I want to do with my life, and I'm actually genuinely pretty excited about life right now. I've gone through my periods of time where
You're a stripper and a witch. What kind of values do you have that you're like, oh my god, I can't be your friend? That is ridiculous. She's a stripper witch, and her value. She's a stripper witch. Think about that. She's a stripper witch. Dude, I got to start a band called Stripper Witch. But anyway, what values does a stripper witch who does curses have that clash of someone so badly that you were like, get out of my life? That makes no sense whatsoever. What the fuck? Okay. Okay.
I've been very depressed and, but right now I feel very excited about life. And even in the 48 laws of power, it talks about avoiding the unhappy and the unlucky. And I'm just really trying to avoid the unhappy. I don't have any like empathy left. I don't know. I mean, it kind of sucks. You like go through the worst and you want to like turn around and help each other, help people who are going through what you've been through. But then it's like you turn around and you're like, well, if I got through it, then you should be able to too. Yeah. I don't know. Just a hardened way of looking at it.
That's just code for you're selfish, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Because we have the reason why society sucks is because we have suicidal empathy. We have these people who let in all these migrants and Muslims. Jesus Christ, it's like you're letting in people who want to destroy your society, and then you vote for policies that destroy society because you're like, well, I want to virtue signal and be a good person. And then when it affects you, you're the first one to complain. It is what it is. Too many stupid people vote. That's the problem. I was looking at some political ads. Not on purpose. It's just I turned off ad blocker, and so there's political ads, and there's a lot of bad candidates running for basically every position, and one of the most common political ads is people going, I don't like Donald Trump. Vote for me. I'm not even kidding. I've seen okay, like just let's talk about like last night. I saw 6 different political ads where the person says basically I don't like Donald Trump, or we're gonna pass laws that make sure Trump can't hurt us. I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, if you're running like for mayor, if you're running for mayor, and your political ad is, I don't like Donald Trump, you are not qualified to be mayor. Like, what are your policies? Please explain what your plan is as mayor. But no, I don't like Donald Trump, and women should have the right to get an abortion. Like, those were the 2 things that I saw like it was like 5 or 6 people, and not just for mayor, just like other positions, and like like the city controller has nothing to do with abortion. Like, it made no sense. And you have these idiots who vote, or like, yeah, I don't like Trump, so I'm gonna vote for this guy because he doesn't like Trump either. Or, yeah, I think women should be able to have an abortion, so I'm gonna vote for this person, even though they have They have no control over any of this stuff. It makes no sense. But I mean, listen, if you think your mayor can ban or unban whatever I think abortion's legal in every state. But if you think your mayor has control over abortion, you're a moron. There's nothing the mayor can do about it. If you think your mayor can make policies that somehow hurt Donald Trump, you're a moron. Like, think about the mayor of New York, the Muslim socialist who like or communist. Like, if you voted for him, you're an idiot because this is a Christian country, and especially in New York, where like Muslim terrorists killed like whatever 3,000 people, and you voted for him. That's sad. But anyway, he his whatever political commercial was we're gonna Trump proof the city. What does that mean? We're gonna Trump proof the city. He ran on that, and people were dumb enough to vote for him. What does that mean? God, the problem is it's like retards vote. People like her vote. People who make vision boards vote. Okay, like that's and it's it's let's be honest. It's a women. It's women. It's liberals who vote for these horrible people, horrible policies, and then they're the first ones to leave the city when it goes to shit, and they move to a red state, and then they vote the exact same way. It's so stupid.
Things. But anywho, let me carry on. Yes, so business could be the most powerful force for good in the world if we simply knew how to care for the people we have the privilege of leading. Then a community that gets you up here. I found a leadership magazine, and I was very excited about that. At the bottom, just like another thing about a witchcraft store, which is so interesting too, because I just found a witchy place that's very close to where I live. And I went to a meeting last week, and it was on how to use telepathy for Alzheimer's and autism. And it was a guy who had written a book about it. I forget his name. But yeah, I just went to that, and I discovered this place probably in February. So that's what I'm saying. It's interesting how I put things on here and then they eventually come true, even though I just don't like know. Yeah, so to be happy, you have to go deeper and inward. To be successful, you have to go out and outward. And then I put the stage because I still want to sing. It's going to take a long time, I feel like, and it's probably going to look different than what I expected.
She's not a good singer. I don't think. If I was her and I wanted to do the singing, I would get K-pop idol skinny. Okay? I would get K-pop idol skinny, and I would stop trying to sing like a R&B chick and sing pop. She might have a chance. She might have a chance because she would, first of all, everyone's better looking skinnier. Okay, that's just a fact. Okay, so get her skinny, like really skinny. Once again, K-pop idol skinny, and change the way she sings. Like think of like Lady Gaga. Like Lady Gaga is a really good singer, but she doesn't sing songs that require to be a good singer. She sings pop songs. Like Lady Gaga could sing songs where her range is all over the place and doing whatever double octaves and all that crap. But no, she keeps it simple. She sings simple pop songs. And she's really well. I don't know now. I stopped following her, but she's or like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift sings simple pop songs. Taylor Swift isn't a good a singer as Lady Gaga, but Taylor Swift is considered to be a good singer because she just sings in a certain range, keeps it simple, it's pop, and she's like really popular. She's not going like all over the place, and that's what she needs to do. Lose weight and make it more simple, but whatever.
But I still want it. It is not at the forefront right now for me, but I still want it. So that's why I have keep sight of your North Star because it's far away. Best Italian in Atlanta. That actually said best Italian restaurant, but I had to cut it off. And then we have Jennifer Lawrence. She's just funny, and I thought, and she was in this big auditorium, which is kind of like the ballet. We just had Frida this last weekend, so I was in an auditorium just like this. So it's kind of like, oh, that's another piece of my life. And then you have the two Jaguars together. I'm in a good place now on the personal side. Of course, I have pressure, but I'm in love. That is how I feel right now. Diary of a Hitman. I just thought that was funny because, I mean, I truly feel like, at least my YouTube channel, like some of it has become a diary of a hitman, not like, killing people, but killing their wallets. Yeah.
Oh, shut up. What the fuck? Whatever. Oh my gosh, she's too much. She is too much. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually no. This just clicked. It's not the diary. This is probably my strip club survival guide that I'm writing, that book.
So you don't know what it is. she she's just making shit up. That's all. She's just making shit up.
that I'm writing. That's probably what that's about.
You put
Yeah, and
it
then you have
there.
singer-songwriter, someone I don't know, captivating with her signature Afro soul fusion. And then he recruited lame people that only provincial children would ever think is cool, breakdancer, graffiti artists, DJs, as proto influencers. So I feel like that's been people that I've been hanging around recently, just a little odd.
Sure.
Here we have you began your career as a lawyer, but what made you pursue your dream of becoming an artist? I'm an attorney as well. I would dabble in entertainment law, so more contract negotiations, trademarks, and copyrights. I did that in the midst of singing. I graduated in 2014 and started music professionally in 2015. Music was always the goal for me, but I knew law school was something I needed to do for the sake of my parents. So I thought the thing that I could get the most bang for my buck is something that I could incorporate into music, right? I thought being a lawyer would be able to intersect both. So in a way I did it for them, but it turned out to be a really big benefit for me. I put that there because I did look into going to law school.
I remember that. And that lasted a couple weeks. Because, when you're a stripper and you're dancing on a lawyer's lap and you get the idea, oh, I could do this, I could be a lawyer, it usually doesn't work out. That's not how you become a lawyer, but okay.
A year and a half ago, I took the LSTAT and everything, and then I ultimately decided against it because I was worried about all the loans I'd have to take out, how much dancing I would have to do to cover that. Just,
Do you think she could pass the bar exam? I have no idea what the bar exam is. I've never even seen a bar exam. I've never looked up a sample question. I have no idea what it is. Okay, so I don't know. But do you think if she studied, do you think she could pass it? No, I don't think so.
because going to, graduate school for law, you are stuck in that path for years, just paying off what you owe and just like you go to school for that, you have to do it. I'm really glad I did it. I'm glad I'm getting the master's in counseling because that is 30K roughly with this little scholarship that I have, and I can pay that off quick, hopefully as I go, and I won't have to worry about that. And it's not like It's not like I'm locked into it for life. Like, I feel like the lawyer, because of the amount of money you have to take out for school, you're locked into it. And I just couldn't see a reality where
Man, college is for rich people. That's what I've gathered from my experience in life. But anyway,
I was dancing full time and going to school full time. Horrible. Anywho, that was an important part though. I enjoyed that exploration. I worked for a lawyer for a year. That it was good.
now I wonder, is it because I know we did react to that to those videos where she was paralegal or something. I don't know, like she worked for a lawyer. Um, do you think she was really working for the lawyer, or do you think she was just like sleeping with the lawyer, or like hooking up with the lawyer? Like, yeah, she got paid and hung out in his office, but he didn't really give her anything to do except him. That's what I think happened. But I'm reading in between the lines.
Good to know. Okay. To see like your eyes do, I watched a change in you. This has probably been the biggest thing. Um, I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but I have definitely changed and grown as a person. And I'm generally pretty happy now. And I could not say that a year.
I think it's impossible to be happy and be a sex worker. I think that's cope. I just don't see I don't know. It's I'm just trying to imagine being a woman who's a stripper. I just don't. I don't see the enjoyment in that job. But I mean, unless you like dancing naked on strangers' laps, I mean, okay.
Year ago. I couldn't really say that like 6 months ago, 8 months ago. And it's so weird because I live in the same apartment. I have the same dog. Well, actually, it's not weird. I was recovering from a lot of trauma, and you like act out before you recover. So that, how to make your vision go viral. This hasn't happened yet, but it will. Ready to explore your power. And I have all these things about eyes opening. We have Rihanna's eyes right here because my eyes, they're they're pretty. They're green. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I did that. Compromise nothing. Talent matters. That was actually really important for me to put on because I feel like we're in a day and an age where like talent doesn't matter. So
If you're talking about the industry, who you know matters a lot. Because look at Billie Eilish. Come on, really? Like, she's in her position because she knew someone. Because obviously it's not the talent.
I just needed that reminder. Talent will always beat out the rest of it. Oh, there's Ariana Grande again. Reach for the crown. So interesting because I opened an Etsy store yesterday and I made a logo. And the logo has a crown on it, and it was AI generated, but it did really well. I'm gonna start selling like little templates and stuff. I haven't done it yet. Like PDFs, cards, worksheets, checklists. I want to do planning stuff for dancers on there.
What?
I've created a
That is a very small market. Like, that is the most niche thing ever. But okay. Okay.
lot of it. Well, not a lot of it. I've created a little bit of it, but I haven't listed anything yet. There's still more research that I need to do, but that is on the way. Oh, this was cool too. I have Atlanta, I have Lana Del Rey, love Lana Del Rey. The thing that I appreciate about Alana Del Rey is that everything she has done has been her. Even like her early music videos, she created those herself. Her music she did herself. It took her a while to get famous. I think she was my age when she started getting famous. But even then it took a while, you know? And she's been
I don't know. She got famous when she did "Summertime Sadness." That's her biggest song ever. Ow, my back. My back still hurts. Yeah, Lana Del Rey was 26 when Summertime Sadness came out. And when did Summertime Sadness come out? Let's see. Let's find out. I know. I just wanna. I just wanna know. 2012. Damn. Summertime Sadness came out in 2012. But yeah, that was her best song ever. That was her most popular song, the best song that's gotten the most radio play. That's the song she's known for. It's a good song.
Been able to have so much longevity, and then she's really, I feel like it's hard to find artists now that are true poets, and I feel like songwriting is poetry, and she's kept the beauty of that. So I appreciate that. Maleficent, I will always love Maleficent because I felt like Maleficent. So I have a little picture of her and then a little caption talking about the betrayal she had. And yeah, okay, this little paragraph, love it, because I've still had, I had thoughts at the beginning of this year, like, do I want to move to another city? Is Atlanta the right city for me? And I still do occasionally have those thoughts because I know people who've moved to New York and they're in a great.
Dude, New York is garbage. You do not want to live in New York. Yeah, like I living in a state that's like majority blue. I don't recommend. Like if you can, I mean, I know I live in California, but there's a lot of I don't know, like there's bastions of intelligent people. I'll just put it that way. You know, like common sense people. So you know you can like there's areas you can go to where it's good, even though the governor sucks and the mayor sucks. But you know, people are waking up. So like California might be a bad example, but like New York is just it's just crappy. You know, like there's a reason why so many people are leaving New York, but like people are leaving California too. Lots of people are leaving, like because California and New York both lost Congress seats because the population dropped so much. But that's what happens when you have bad leadership. Have a shitty government. Like both states have a shitty governor, you know. But it is what it is.
Great place in their career now, but that's because they've worked really hard. I also know people in New York that are struggling and it didn't like do anything different for them. And there was a time too where I was thinking of moving to Miami, but I don't want to keep dancing. So
Stop
that's what
dancing.
really like, it's like, okay, dancing's a safety net, but how long do I want to dance? I don't want to dance. I just want to pay for my degree, do this. This is fun, right? And then make money. And then eventually, when I'm more settled in my life, maybe I'll move. But
I mean, I've been trying to make money off of YouTube for close to 20 years. Like there, I mean, and I'm talking like I used to do skits and like um I guess you would call it in real life, like the real life streams, but like I wasn't streaming. I would like go out and record myself doing stuff. Like I wasn't like a nuisance streamer or anything like that. But I would go out and I would record stuff and do funny bits and stuff. And oh yeah, and then like I used to do like that. I used to do like a radio show. Like I used to do. I've done a lot of things, and none of it gained traction on YouTube. And I still don't understand how some people have had a YouTube channel for like whatever 6 months and have thousands of people and they do worse crap than me. Like they'll just make a video like, you know, complaining that they don't have any friends, or a video like, or just like a vlog, you know. I don't get it. Like I've at least this I think this channel, this current channel is at least 10 years old. At least 10 years old, and I have like 174 subscribers. I want to thank every subscriber. Thank you. But I mean, you'd think I would have a lot more subscribers. I don't get it, uh but see, she has over like she has over 1,000 subscribers, so like she can do monetization. But I keep saying this, she needs to change what she's doing. If she would do, and I know it's, a stereotype, but if she would do like hair and makeup and try on hauls, she would get a lot of subscribers, because what she's doing now is very niche. It's you can't relate. Like you're either watching because you're a stripper, you're watching because you find her attractive and don't care, just you don't care what she's talking about because you just find her attractive, and that's pretty much it. Or you're hate watching maybe because like you think the advice is dumb. But imagine a woman like her doing hair, makeup, and try on hauls. You'd be like, oh, well, she knows what she's talking about, so you'd actually watch it. And the beauty industry, like women spend, God, like the beauty industry is a $1 billion business. Women spend so much money on trying to look better. That's the one thing that women will spend money on, is anything to make them look better. So imagine a YouTube channel about that, and then guys will watch it too because guys are gonna watch this because you're attractive. I think it'd be a lot better than this. And then like she could still do her vlogs where like she takes her dog for a walk. That's the next video, or like the video where like she went to the waterfall. You could still do those videos. Like she could still do her like real life whatever vlogs or whatever. But this like strip club stuff has got to go. And talking about the sex work stuff, it's not relatable at all. Like you're not gonna get a big following. You're just not.
But I don't want to do it right now. And I've created so much community here. Um, but yeah, this paragraph about Atlanta. What do you think makes Atlanta so special? To me, Atlanta is the land of possibilities for creatives. I'm always inspired when I visit because I've met so many creatives and created so much that I'm excited about here. Most recently, I've done some recording with, yeah, that was the same girl who did this. But yeah, why have my eyes opened? I feel like this hasn't happened yet, but I feel like it will. Like there's more here that I have not met. There's more people. Like I know I've seen it. I haven't seen all of it. Um, my superpowers, my fearlessness, La Vie and Rose. Actually, there's a funny story about this. I worked at a ice cream store back when I was 19, and it was for an Italian family, and their kids like went to the same school that I did. And I was 19. I was working for like this 25-year-old guy there, and I think he liked me. He never did anything, but he also had a girlfriend who didn't live there, which was odd. But I remember he gave me this. It was one of our ice creams, La Vie and Rose, and he spelled it wrong. I still have it.
Dude, her arms are jacked. That's gotta be from lifting weights, because that's not. I'm just so distracted. Her arms are jacked, dude. Some big ass arms. Like there are guys that want arms that big. Jesus.
Because I thought like, oh wow, this guy's so great, owns the ice cream store, went to like go study ice cream, whatever, in Italy. came back. Now he's running this. Now he's opening another one, which obviously, like most of it, he was able to do all this because he had a head start from his parents. And now the store's doing really well. There's like several locations in Tampa doing great. But I just remembered feeling like so enamored by him. And I was like, oh, yeah, like La Vie and Rose. And then I went home, looked it up, and realized it was spelled wrong.
Who cares?
And it was like, God, why did I even like this guy? Anywho, yeah, I think it was Via and I can't remember, but he spelled it wrong. That's all I remember.
Sure.
But I
Sure.
do appreciate that. But I think it was just this idea that, when you're younger, some men seem all powerful and like they can do anything, and that's great, but it takes away from, I didn't believe that I could open my own ice cream store and have a bunch of businesses. Like I believed that there was something he had inherently that was better and that I didn't have. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like the fantasy of him.
That's all in your head, lady. That's all in your head. If you really wanted to open up an ice cream store, the number one thing you need is a lot of money to open up the store. I mean, money, you can do stuff with money. So if you had enough money, you can open up any kind of store you want, but there's a lot. Once again, if you live in a blue state, there is a lot of red tape to open up that store, so it's going to cost a lot more money. Now, if you live in a red state, it's easier to operate a store and open up a store because there's less red tape. So that's why businesses move to Tennessee, Texas, um, Florida, and that's why businesses leave California, leave New York. But anyway,
Him being this big strong guy, when I realized that La Vie and Rose was, because it was like the flavor, like it was put in front of the flavor. All these customers saw it, and it was just, it made him human and flawed. And it's like, why am I even idolizing this
here's the
person?
problem. I think, okay, because it's Florida, it's not Italy. And so he probably spelt it in a way that an American can look at it and read it and be able to pronounce it. That's what I think. I don't think. Listen, if you're if he supposedly has all these stores and stuff, I think he dots his T's and crosses his I's. That was a joke. Anyway, I'm sure that was on purpose. I'm sure that was on purpose. But if that's all it took to break your fantasy of him, that's weird.
Who's like flirting with me when I'm 19? Anyways, forget that.
Well, because you were probably a lot better looking when you were 19. So, like 19 is, like most women, the best looking they'll ever be is at 19 because that's when a woman is most well. The average human female, her peak fertility age is 19. And so Mother Nature makes her the most attractive at 19. I'm not just saying this, you can look it up. It's called biology. That's why women are their best looking when they're the most fertile. And that's, it's just Mother Nature. And because obviously if we didn't have kids, we would go extinct. So they make women, when they're the most fertile, they make them the most attractive. So I think it's this 8-year window. 16 to 24 is a human female's peak fertility. I don't make it up. It's called Mother Nature. And then after the age of 25, that's when fertility starts to take a steep decline. Look it up. That's why, at 30 years old, like there's women who are 30 who can't have kids because they're just not fertile, and that's at 30. Blame feminism.
Um, Seasoned for success, spellbinding singers dressed in black proves that the magic hasn't dimmed. If anything, it has deepened, and a reminder that true enchantment is ageless. Oh yeah, we have Stevie Nicks down here, and then we have Bewitched, the little Bewitched lady, just a bunch of witchy stuff. Oh, and then I heard about this house. I knew I had to have it. I do want a house. Don't know if it's going to happen this year, but it will. Girl around town, Hollywood fixture, beauty entrepreneur, hasn't lived many lives. Despite being good at my job, I'm plagued by a suspicion there's something the matter with me. It's always been like this. Casino. I was recently reapproached by the poker people again, and they want me to work for them.
If I remember correctly, and you guys have, we have reacted to all our videos. The poker thing was, it sounded like an illegal gambling ring where they wanted hot girls to, some to deal cards, but to walk around and interact with people as they're gambling. It sounded very illegal. And I don't know why she put that business out on YouTube. But once again, she got approached to do that, and she did it because of the sex industry. Like nothing like positive has come from her being a stripper, and I don't know when she's gonna realize this, but whatever.
Improving the neighborhood, town, city. Yeah, and then I have Master of the Art of Storytelling, and then just more stuff about artists and singers. I'm sure I have so many moments as time goes on where I'm like, oh, Eureka, that's what that meant. And it will come. But yes, this is my vision board. Thank you so much for listening. We shall see what comes true. My vision boards are more, I have my concrete goals, so I don't need like a vision for my concrete goals, but I do like creating a reflection of my life and the things that I want. Yeah. Oh, this is a dream catcher. That's me. Yeah. It took me like 6 hours to make this, no joke.
Oh my
Six
god,
hours. I was
that's
just
what? What are you retarded? That, what the fuck? That took 6 hours. Really? Okay. Jesus.
cutting things from magazines, trying to figure out how to make everything fit. Okay.
It's over. That took 6 hours, huh? Wow. I don't have a vision board, but I'll like make posters of K-pop idols I like. Like, hold on, let me see. Oh, 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 oh. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a Jisoo. She's a really good looking idol. She's in Blackpink. I took a bunch of pictures of her, put them in a board. It's not a vision board though. And I've done this with a couple more idols. I did this with Hyen from New Jeans. I'm not gonna get it. Done it with Yuna from ITZY and Solgate from Red Velvet. I have a few more, but anyway, that's my vision board. Anyway, it didn't take me 6 hours to do like this. It took me maybe 20 minutes, and it took me 20 minutes because I had like 80, I don't know, like not 80, maybe like 60 pictures of her, and so I was just like going through the pictures. Like it didn't actually take that much time to actually put it together. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.